talks gauged seriousness of U.S. Trump opposes Israeli plan to annex West Bank. U.S. immigration officials grilled by Congress over Trump crackdown. 10 dead after a shooting in Canadian province of British Columbia, police say. 94 million need cataract surgery but access lacking. WHO. Iran says recent nuclear talks with the United States helped measure Washington's seriousness and revealed enough agreement to keep diplomacy moving forward. Foreign Ministry spokesperson Esmail Baghaei said the meeting in Muscat was brief but useful in determining how negotiations should proceed. He added that both sides showed understanding and consensus to continue discussions. Senior Iranian official Ali Larijani also visited Oman to follow up on regional consultations and is expected to travel to Qatar next. Baghaei urged the U.S. to act independently, warning against foreign pressure, particularly from Israel, ahead of Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's meeting with President Donald Trump in Washington. In a possible sign of flexibility, Iran indicated it could dilute its highly enriched uranium if all financial sanctions are lifted. Meanwhile, India's Adani Enterprises said it is cooperating with the U.S. investigation over alleged imports of Iranian oil products, as Tehran continues a crackdown following recent protests. The White House has reaffirmed that President Donald Trump opposes any Israeli move to annex the West Bank, saying a stable territory is essential for Israel's security and regional peace. The statement comes as global concern grows over Israel's latest measures to strengthen control over the occupied area. UN Secretary-General Antonio Guterres said he is, quote, gravely concerned, while Saudi Arabia and several other Muslim-majority nations condemned the plan. The new rules, approved by Israel's Security Cabinet, would allow Jewish Israelis to directly purchase land in the West Bank and expand Israeli authority in areas currently administered by the Palestinian Authority. The timeline for implementation remains unclear. Meanwhile, violence continues in Gaza. Israeli strikes in central areas reportedly killed 3 Palestinians, including a woman, according to local medical sources. Separately, a 6th group of 40 returnees has entered Gaza through the Rafah crossing. U.S. immigration officials faced intense questioning in Congress as they defended President Donald Trump's mass deportation policy, while lawmakers pressed them over the fatal shootings of 2 protesters in Minneapolis. Acting ICE Director Todd Lyons told the hearing that the administration is carrying out the president's mandate for large-scale deportations. Border Chief Rodney Scott added that the United States now has what he called the most secure border in its history. Democrats sharply criticized the crackdown, accusing the administration of disregarding the Constitution and demanding changes to enforcement tactics. Some have threatened to block funding for the Department of Homeland Security. Republicans, however, defended the operations and accused Democrats of unfairly targeting immigration agencies. Following public backlash after the Minneapolis shootings, Trump acknowledged a softer touch may be needed. The administration has since withdrawn hundreds of federal officers from the city. 10 people, including a suspected gunman, were found dead after a shooting in the small town of Tumbler Ridge in northeastern British Columbia. Canadian police confirmed. Authorities discovered 6 victims inside a local high school, while 2 others were found at a nearby residence linked to the incident. Another victim died while being transported to the hospital. Police said the suspected shooter was also found dead from what appears to be a self-inflicted injury, adding there is no ongoing threat to the public. About 25 people are currently being assessed for injuries at a local medical center. Tumbler Ridge, a remote community of roughly 400 residents located in the foothills of the Rocky Mountains, has been left shaken by the tragedy. British Columbia's public safety minister said officials are offering full support to investigators, adding that their thoughts are with the victims and the community. More than 94 million people worldwide are living with cataracts, yet about half cannot access the surgery needed to restore their vision, according to the World Health Organization. Cataracts, which cloud the eye's lens and can eventually cause blindness, are becoming more common as global populations age. Health experts say the procedure to treat them is simple, typically lasting around 15 minutes, and is among the most cost-effective surgeries available. Despite this, access remains uneven. The shortage is most severe in Africa, where 3 out of 4 patients who need surgery go untreated. In Kenya, officials warned that 77% of people requiring the operation could die with vision loss if current trends continue. Women are also less likely than men to receive care worldwide. While global cataract surgery coverage has improved over the past 2 decades, progress is falling short of targets. The WHO aims for a 30% increase by 2030, but current projections suggest only about 8% growth this decade. To close the gap, the agency is urging countries to expand eye care services, train more surgeons, invest in equipment, and integrate eye exams into primary healthcare.